You weren't afraid of failing. You were afraid of being seen failing. So you waited. You revised the email. You rehearsed the pitch. You tweaked the proposal. You told yourself, not yet. Not because you weren't ready, but because once you step forward, there's no hiding behind potential anymore. And potential feels powerful. People say, she's smart, she's capable, she's going places. But almost going is not the same as arriving. And the most dangerous place in the world is almost. Today, that ends. Ava Reynolds is 38, senior marketing executive, respected, reliable, valuable. She's the one people call when something important needs to be done right. She stays late, she prepares thoroughly, she mentors younger employees. On her laptop are folders labeled VP Strategy Ideas, Consulting Launch Plan, Personal Brand Draft. All polished, none released. She doesn't miss deadlines, she doesn't underperform, but when the moment comes to step forward, she hesitates. The promotion conversation? She waits. The salary negotiation? Next quarter. The idea she refined for weeks? She lets someone else present it. She calls it timing, but it's a pattern. She lives in the space between capable and committed. Almost. One morning in a glass boardroom overlooking the city, a younger colleague begins presenting a new campaign strategy. The slides look familiar, because they are. 6 months ago, Ava drafted the same concept. She saved it, improved it, waited for better data. Now someone else is presenting it. Less detailed, less refined, less perfect, but live. Executives lean forward. Questions turn into excitement. The word leadership is mentioned. Ava claps, smiles, says congratulations. But inside, something shifts. Not jealousy, recognition. That night, she opens her laptop, opens the old file, sees the timestamp, and for the first time, she doesn't feel patient. She feels exposed. In the quiet of her kitchen, city lights outside the window, she asks herself a harder question. How many times have I done this? Almost starting the consulting firm, almost applying for the board seat, almost negotiating equity, almost posting her insights publicly. She realizes something uncomfortable. She has been protecting her identity as high potential because potential can't be judged. Execution can. If you never launch, you never fail publicly. If you never ask, you never hear no. If you stay almost, you stay safe. But safe has a ceiling, and she has hit it. That's the cost of hesitation. You trade growth for comfort, and comfort compounds. The next morning doesn't feel dramatic. No music, no breakthrough speech, just a quiet decision. No more almost. She schedules a meeting with her boss, not to complain, to negotiate. She presents her measurable impact, her revenue contribution, her leadership metrics. Clear, direct, calm. No over-explaining, no shrinking. Then she sets a 60-day deadline for herself. Her consulting brand goes live, imperfect. Her first professional article gets published, unpolished. Her leadership program application submitted. The fear doesn't disappear, but she moves anyway. Because confidence is not the absence of fear. It is action in the presence of it. And something shifts, not outside, inside. She walks into meetings differently, speaks earlier, holds eye contact longer. The room responds because presence changes when hesitation dies. Weeks pass. Small wins appear. An executive forwards her article. A former colleague reaches out for consulting. Her boss revisits the compensation conversation. Nothing explodes overnight, but momentum builds. Feedback replaces fantasy. Data replaces doubt. Progress replaces perfection. She stops obsessing over how she is perceived and focuses on what she produces. And she learns something simple. You don't need to be louder. You need to be decisive. 6 months later, she opens her laptop. There is no folder labeled draft. There is live. There is active. There is sent. She didn't become someone new. She removed hesitation. Some people lose because they fail. Most people lose because they delay. Almost is comfortable. Almost is respectable. Almost is invisible. But almost will never change your life. You don't need more preparation. You need a decision. Send it, apply, ask, launch, speak. Not when it's perfect, when it's ready enough. Because the difference between invisible and influential is execution. No more almost.